Hey, hey, welcome back. Um, it's Nirvana, and I wanted to talk today about spirituality as a consumable commodity. What I mean by that is just like how beauty is a consumable commodity in 2019, so is everything. You can basically anything you want to make a commodity in 2019, you can. From your ass to your face to your hair, if you have, hair goals, whatever it is, okay, it can be turned into a commodity. And so, it's capitalism, basically, is what I'm getting at. And I'm going to tie all that into why I'm no longer sharing my spirituality um, freely or just publicly, or sharing it as a commodity or as a means to an income, or as a means to some kind of leverage in society. People leverage their spirituality all the time, and I in no way want this video to be like it's coming from a space of like there's anything wrong with people doing this. Like I said, we live in a monetary civilization. We commoditize what we can to get by here, and if you happen to fall in the spectrum of people that use their spirituality as a commodity, if it is something that people want to consume, if it is something that you find people are gravitating to in droves, by all means, play your role here. So I don't want this video to have a tone of like, there's anything wrong. I just want to speak on spirituality as a commodity, and to just give some reason as to why I will no longer be sharing my spirituality as freely as I have been, and why I'm just going to leave that arena alone as far as publicly. Also, I even started a new channel to basically be geared towards addiction, and I will discuss things of a spiritual nature, I guess you could say, on that channel. So this channel will be for just my free thoughts and, to document my life for just sake of my legacy, really. I really am not sure exactly where I want to take this channel, but excuse me. But I know that the spirituality topic is not something I want to stick with. I've been having this really strong urge lately, and it's coming from all of these realizations that I've had, and I've been broken down. Okay, I've been totally destroyed as a person, identity wise, and so I'm at a place now where I'm choosing what world I want to build for myself, and how I want to exist here, and how I don't want to exist here, what I want for my life, and just realizing that I'm playing a chess game here, okay? This is chess, not checkers. And the more revelations I receive on a daily basis is showing me that. It's showing me that this whole grand scheme, everyone I run into, from people, the places I end up, all of this has been predestined somehow. And so I'm simply allowing the unfoldment of that without so much outside influence, if that makes sense. When you allow, see, okay, before I even say this next statement, if you want to break down society, okay, there are a group of people, the 5%ers here, okay, that can see this board game and the characters playing it for what it is. Then you have a large group of people who are more than happy to follow other people. Then you have the leaders, okay, the creators, the creatives, then you have leaders, and then you have obviously the people that want to follow. This is a sheep's and lions game, and both are necessary. So, you know, I'm starting to realize that where I fit in this whole thing, okay. And the more revelations that come to me with regards to who I am here and the role I want to play and the things that I want, and it's overwhelming. It really is. And it's not something that I feel like I should be sharing on top of that. So it's like these things are so profound to me and almost ineffable to describe. And so I've just been getting messages like, this is not, like, you're at this point where you should not be sharing this any longer. Up until this point, I've been inspired to share my spiritual journey. I've been excited. I've been led to do this. So it's not like, you know what I mean, I had any real agenda in doing that in the past. I was inspired to share my journey. You understand? I felt I was being called to share the things that I've been going through up to this point. But now I'm being called more inward. It almost feels like something so private and personal. I left this quote on my Instagram that says, my spirituality is now equal to my vagina. And when I see that, you know, I mean that it's no longer a public consumable thing. It's no longer something that I want. My vagina is not on display in public, okay, for everyone. And my spirituality was something that was on display for everyone. Public account, public YouTube channel, all these things, sharing my journey. And I don't know why I chose that metaphor. It was just the metaphor that came to me to use. But it's like, I no longer want it on display. I no longer want to discuss it with anyone. I no longer have any desire whatsoever to go into the things that occurred to me. I mean, I've had a very wild spiritual ride up to this point, and things continue to get weirder every day. And if you look at channels like Fleur Brun, Dolo the Pilot Man, Lucid Living TV, Ashira Star Goddess. I mean, I can keep naming people, okay? These are all people who I see are online using spirituality as a commodity. I had to pause that. Somebody decided to come right here and just started talking really loud. Like, Anyway, um, and even channels like Daylight, you know, all these people, I can go on and on. Um, I've stopped watching, you know, all these channels, and it's it's not because there's anything wrong with their channels. It's because I've realized that this kind of spirituality, this kind of how it's being, it's just not for me anymore. You know, like I feel like the best way, the most respectful and honest way for me to describe this is that it's just not for me anymore. I'm basically going my own way and have been going my own way for a while, and it's just like I find the most peace there, you know. To me, I'm not saying that I haven't related to a lot of this content that I hear these people speak on. And, you know, a lot of it is experiences I've already had or already know, or, and it's just like a repeat message, kind of, you know. So I just got to the point, like, why am I going to be sitting here listening to somebody tell me something I've already thought about? Or I don't know, it's just like I don't have that need anymore to want to latch on to a group per se, or like a group of any kind with regards to how I express myself spiritually here. And I feel so whole and so grateful and so fulfilled. I feel like I'm moving more into the meaning of my name, essentially. And so, you know, to a degree, it means everything gets blown out. Everything's blown out, void. Okay. And I've been in the void for a while, and it's great because when you're not a part of any particular belief system or group, even if it's a group of free thinkers, that's still a group, that's still, you know, I really still don't even fully have my ideas formed about why I feel this way, but it's just like I just want to leave it alone. You know, I don't have that desire anymore. You know, maybe I've outgrown a lot of things, and that's okay. You know, we should all outgrow things and expand. That's what it's about. Becoming the Lord of your own world. And this was a part of the reason why I changed my YouTube channel's name, because it was a divine inspiration a while ago, probably a few weeks ago, but it wasn't time to change my YouTube channel at that point. It wasn't time yet. So I left it. But part of me changing my YouTube channel's name has everything to do with that space I'm now residing in. It's like this space where things are shifting really fast, and I'm able to see how I'm playing a chess game, and the ends will justify the means. I always get so confused by that statement. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I see where I want to go, and I'm going to do what's required to get there, even if it means having to take on and play different characters and different personas and move into different arenas. And because we all have roles here to play, but there is, like Erica Badu said this too, and I've known this, but there's 5% of people here that are like wild cards. They're like X-Men. And they're really unpredictable, kind of. You don't know what to expect from them. I've always been that way. It's like, don't think you know me. Don't think you know how I feel about certain things, because I will always surprise you. Okay? And so this is why my YouTube channel, I'm not niching it. I may end up having like 3 different channels out here, but point is, I'm playing chess now, and I get it now. And that's where I'm at. So to all of my New World lords, 5%ers, because only y'all are gonna understand what I'm saying here. It is definitely time. The poles have shifted, and it's game time. Okay. I definitely felt my pole shift March 3rd. Yeah, it was March 3rd. I woke up and I felt like a totally different person, like my body had been hijacked, but for the better. For the better. And so it's game time, you know. I've let go a lot of addictions. I've let go a lot of attachments to a lot of things, and it's so freeing. And I'm at a place where I'm actively building my own world, and I've been building it for some time, and a lot of the lessons that I've learned throughout this whole journey has shown me that patience, and going through all of the horrible things that I've gone through has brought me to this space of clarity, of how to get what I want here, and, you know, letting go of the beliefs of good and evil, and just really seeing what this game board is, and realizing who I am and what my role is here. And it wasn't easy, you know, to accept. It's not the easiest thing to accept yourself once you really are shown what you are, who you've been, even, gosh, past lives. Like, so yeah, I'll be keeping spirituality separate. Not sure if I'll be, you know, I'll end up having to publish my thoughts on my spirituality and my journey, but I have my whole life to be a sage or to be this like spiritual guru, and I use that very loosely. I'm saying that, like, I have my whole life if I'm blessed, you know. I can be a spiritual guru at 60. I can wait until I'm 70. And people actually give a damn and want to listen to what I'm saying because I've lived, okay? But as for now, I'm taking my chess pieces and I'm going to use them accordingly. I'm going to take the hand of cards I was dealt, and I'm going to play them shits, okay? I'm going to play them shits. And I'm going to play it hard, okay? And I'm ready for this ride. I feel like life is just getting started for me. With all of these shifts that has been going on, a lot of people are seeing the shifts of energies and a lot of the changes, and you know, I'm just ready to separate myself from a lot of the stuff that I see going on here. It's spirituality is about living and going your own way. So that's what I'm doing. You all take care, and I hope this video made some sense to you. I just felt the need to get on here and discuss this, and just like why I decided to change my YouTube channel's name, and why I'm no longer participating in the spirituality as a consumable commodity anymore. It's for me, it's private, it's personal. Yeah. Subscribe and like this video. Later.